Internet, I'm Stephanie, and today, for the first time, I'm going to actually be getting out some of my tarot and oracle cards and doing a general reading to sort of put into play some of the things that I've been talking about and to show how this might be useful to try to give some insight. Today's topic is going to be, should I move? So I'm going to show you the chart we have again, working with a should I question as the first variable, and the second one being, does this answer feel good to me? So I'm going to be starting with the Moonology Oracle here, because I find these ones, while they don't strictly say yes or no, they kind of have a very clear vibe to them, I would say. So let's just start. Should I move? I'm getting a few different sample scenarios. Maybe there's someone who is moving out of their family's house for the first time and they're wondering if now's the right time. Someone maybe wants to move in with someone, right? The relationship is going to the next steps. Is this a good choice for me? And maybe someone wants to move away, like I have recently done, to either take a job or to have an adventure or just to try something new, maybe to get away from something. We'll look at whether these are healthy reasons or not. Again, trust your own intuition. Take the messages that feel like that they have something to do with your situation, and see what else pops into your head, because maybe while I'm talking or shuffling, something else will occur to you, or you'll think of something or remember something. And this is what tarot and oracle cards are meant to do. It's meant to trigger your own thought process, and I don't mean trigger in a bad way. I mean to set off a sequence of thoughts that leads you to better self-reflection, that will help you to make the choice that is in best alignment with you. So you know what, actually I'm going to start I'll pull one tarot card, because this deck does have a clear yes or no answer on it. And we'll just see how that comes out, how you feel about it, and who I'm left talking to by the end of this video. So the question is going to be, should I move? Okay, so I'm just going to choose from the top today. And it says yes. Okay, so this is a yes answer right here. And it's also on the 10 of Cups card, which specifically does have to do with family. You can see there's a couple here, some children. This gives a rainbow type of energy, right? It's like the perfect fairy tale ending. So maybe for someone here who is wanting to know whether they should move, this is what they're hoping for by making that move. Maybe moving in with that person or moving to that new location. Maybe it's the rainbow you're chasing. Maybe you are hoping that this is going to lead you to some type of happily ever after. Now, if this had come out in reverse, what I would have said is maybe what you are trying to get away from, maybe your yes answer, you should move, is because you're trying to get away from a family situation that doesn't feel very positive for you, or that you might have just outgrown, right? It doesn't mean that you have a bad family or a toxic family at all. Maybe it means that it's time for you to take the next steps, to spread your wings, as it were, maybe to start a family with someone, or to start thinking about those types of next steps, and really just where you hope to end up with in the future. So that was a yes. Let's just quickly refer back to this chart, right? For those of you who got a yes and you feel happy about it, good. There's your answer. Maybe you don't need to keep watching, right? Anyone who felt unhappy about this or fell into one of these categories here, let's keep going and let's explore a little bit more about this choice. So I'm going to put the 10 back in. We got our yes for now. Let's think about what factors might be affecting this decision. Why am I feeling stuck on this decision? What is holding me back, maybe? What am I hoping the move will accomplish? These are the questions that we're going to be thinking about. So, should I move? Yes. Let's see. And here we have the meant to be card. Okay, so this is also giving Three of Cups energy for those who know tarot. This moon here has sort of the cup bowl shape, and it's the three people here in a circle. So meant to be is also a clear answer for a yes. It's double confirmation. If this is something you're thinking about, then maybe, yeah, maybe now is the time and it's meant to be. Now, this could mean that you are moving in with roommates. This could mean that you are relocating your family. Maybe you're moving to a new place where you feel like you will find a better community. And this is a sign to pursue that move. And it really confirms that the timing is right for you. Again, if this message is aligning for you and if that feels like confirmation, then you can take it. And of course, the intuition card comes out. Follow your own intuition. Now, this card gives me chariot energy, the horses going in different directions, because you wouldn't be asking this question of a tarot reader if it was a very clear answer for you. So there must be some reason that you're feeling torn. Now, it could be maybe you're worried about committing, right? Moving in with someone, for example, is a huge next step. And you're really stopping to ponder on if that's something that you are ready for, if your relationship is ready for. Maybe you're not sure you're ready to give up your independence, your own space, right? Maybe you're worried about the feelings that other people will have if you choose to move away. I know my family and friends didn't really love the fact that I was going to be leaving the continent, right? And that's understandable. So these are things that you can consider when you are making that decision, whether they're factors that will affect that decision or not. So let's get some more tarot cards on what might be holding you back from making this choice, or why are you feeling stuck in indecision? Because we've got a yes and we've got a meant to be, right? So this is a very clear yes. So why are we stuck? Here's the Three of Swords. This is the card of heartbreak. Maybe you've been burned before on something, right? Maybe you have lived with a partner before and it ended poorly, so you are feeling fear to move in with someone new. Or maybe you are living with someone right now and you're considering moving away from them because the relationship is no longer what you were hoping for. Maybe in the healthy yes or no evaluation, you've realized that you're only living with that person because of some need, right? Fear of lack, fear of not being able to support yourself, fear of not being able to find a different partner, fear that your life will be worse off in some way if you were to move. And this fear can cause indecision that can be crippling to something that is a very clear yes, like a positive omen. So think about how that might be having an effect. We've got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So this could be a relationship. This could be someone who has been burned in the past by a relationship, or someone who is just wanting to make sure that that when they take this next step with a person, that it's going to take them somewhere positive. Now, this is something that you may only be able to know by trying. This is something where you have to use that intuition, right? And follow what's best for you, regardless of what other people might feel. So because this one has the Three of Cups energy of family and the Lovers, this could even answer some of the questions on what's holding me back, right? Maybe I'm worried that my partner is not going to be supportive of this move if I have to relocate for work, let's say. Or maybe I'm worried that I won't be as close with my family and friends, my community, or that I'm going to lose that community, right, if I were to make this move. So let's see what other question we can ask. How can I clear out the influences of other people? Right to the floor, so that I can make this decision clearly. Here we've got the Ten of Wands. Now this has to do with bearing a burden more than is necessary or longer than is necessary. So So maybe someone feels like if they were to move, someone is going to be let down, someone that you feel responsible to support. So, for example, maybe a younger sibling, right? Maybe it's time for you to move out of the home, but you're thinking about whether your younger siblings are going to be okay without you, right? Maybe you're wondering, is my child going to adjust well to this move if we were to travel? And it's this responsibility for taking care of other people. Now, this doesn't always have to be a bad thing, because of course I am responsible for my child, but I'm not responsible for my siblings, and I'm not responsible for my parents, and I'm not responsible for my friends. So the question we had asked was, how can I clear out some of that clutter so that I can make a decision clearly that's in my own best interest and the best interest of my family and those I truly am responsible for? And it's kind of this sorting out energy. These are all the sticks. These are all the people's feelings, let's say, all these individual people whose perceptions of my choice I might be carrying. Do I need to be carrying every single one of these things, right? Do I need to worry about what my boss will think? Do I need to worry about, will my friends survive without me? Will my parents get on without me? And that type of thing. And you can be the only one to answer this question, because it depends on your life circumstances. But eliminating the need to feel responsible for other people besides the ones who will be directly affected by your decision to move can help to make a lot more clarity in your mind as to what choice to make. Let's do one more. And let's stay away from the negative. Let's say if I go forward with this move because our intuition and our cards are all confirming, yeah, it's meant to be, the timing of this is right. What's something I can look forward to? How can this have an unforeseen, maybe positive impact in my life? So here I have the Emperor. So he is the leader figure. He's kind of the culmination of all of the kings in the deck. He's someone who's well-reasoned. This card even says pioneer of new lands. So this kind of reflects, again, the choice that I've recently made in my life, which is to set out on an adventure like a pioneer and just really see what else life and the world has for you, right? Maybe instead of being held back by fears or by responsibilities, maybe I'm choosing to be motivated by that sense of adventure. And not everyone can come with you. Not every person, not every aspect of your old life can come with you. This can even cause some of that feeling of being stuck in grief. Maybe I'm going to miss my friends. Maybe I lived in this town for my whole life, and it's daunting to think about moving. And these can make us feel like maybe the choice we're making isn't right for us. But just because it's a hard decision doesn't mean that it's the wrong choice. If you look at this Emperor here closely, this is the Rider-Waite deck, but this deck has just added some more information around it. So in the image here, you can see the Emperor is here on his throne, but underneath his armor is showing. So this isn't someone who's only just inherited this position of authority. It's someone who's fought hard for it as well, right? So you're not a stranger to adversity, and this confirms a sign of readiness, of adaptability, right? Being able to take on a new challenge. Just because it's going to be challenging doesn't mean it won't be rewarding. And it might bring you to that place where, maybe you find a new community, and maybe you really settle into some place that feels like that's where you're meant to be. If you're lucky enough to bring a lover with you, or maybe you can meet some new people, whether it's romantic or otherwise, new soulmate connections, new friend connections, right? And build up a new community. But that can only happen if you're willing to put down some of the aspects or all of the aspects of the life that you used to have. This card jumped out as well, and this is Justice. So again, here we have, this is mirroring kind of the Emperor card for me here in the red with the crown seated on the throne. And this card here talks also about intuition, right? Following the path that's right for you. Understanding that the choices you make today lead to the choices that you're faced with tomorrow. And at the end of the day too is maybe it's justice in the sense of maybe you need a fresh start, right? Maybe this is the moment that is going to change things for you if you're willing to be brave enough to take that risk. You might find that I'm getting like the King's Court, like the court is in session, the court is in your favor. Like this could be just double confirmation again. 11, the number on the card here for justice, is the number of wishes, right? These are all positive signs that the choice that you've been deliberating is one that is important, of course. And with Libra here on the Justice card too, you're balancing like the scales of justice, right? You're trying to balance the pros and cons of a big choice. But ultimately what it's going to come back to is the intuition, right? And these two driving forces are pulling you in different directions. Do I stay? Do I go? Right? Only you can make that choice from your own intuition. But just try to make sure that you're making it from a positive feeling. I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be really good for me versus am I going to miss, you know, what I used to have? You don't want to make those decisions out of grief because this is what leads to regret, right? So this is just going to be a quick one. I'm going to close out with, I've got these animal spirit oracle, and just a closing message of feeling confident about the decision we're making. Any positive messages that we'd like to get on the move, how it could affect us, how to know the choice is going to be right for us, what we have to look forward to, and what animal spirit we can try to embody as we make this big decision. We've got the hummingbird, and it says, be here now. So what I see from this, the hummingbird is associated with the warrior spirit, and which kind of reflects back to the emperor, but it says, be here now. You're not meant to necessarily know everything about the future and whether this is going to be, you know, the perfect happily ever after that we saw earlier on the 10 of Cups. You can only make this choice based on the information that you have today. So try to make the best decision that you can. Try to think about what your life needs right now. Life is speeding up here, the antelope. So maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck and stagnant where you are. And making a move, shaking up your life routine, getting yourself a new space, a new place, right? This can help to push momentum into your life. It leads you to new opportunities. It teaches you that it's safe to make choices, to make big choices. No choice is unmakeable, right? If you know, I've moved in with someone before and it didn't work out, and you just move out again. Obviously, it's more complicated than that in terms of logistics, but you're never stuck in a choice. You are always making progress, and you can always make the next best choice, the next right thing. Be here now. What feels right today? What feels right for me and for my family right now? And if that turns out to be the best thing, good. And if it turns out that it leads you to other questions, then you can always come back and reassess those questions later. So let's see if there's one more. Oh, two more. So we've got the eagle and the bee. Sweet results await, and spirit has your back. So I think that this is going to be a big choice. I mean, moving is a huge choice. Whatever choice you make and whatever circumstances are going on in your life that's pushed you to this choice, it's going to turn out for you. It's going to change how your life goes. It's going to push momentum and freshness into that life. And don't worry too much about exactly how it will all work, because you're on the right track. Good things happen to those who charge forward, right? And spirit has your back. You're protected. You can always pivot. You can always deviate. But again, you're feeling like this is kind of a meant to be decision, these can be confirmations from Spirit that you are making a smart choice and a good choice, and that ultimately this choice is going to lead you to your own justice, to your own throne, you could say, keeping yourself in that power seat again, making sure that this decision is being made for your best interest. So yeah, this seems like a very positive message, and I'm happy to receive this too, because this is a timeless reading, and when I say that, I don't mean only that it doesn't matter when you receive this video, but also you can use this to reflect on a choice that you have made already. Should I have moved? Should I have put my family through what I personally just have done? And this is all confirming to me, again, what I already know, which is my intuition, that this is meant to be. It's taken me somewhere that I could never have imagined, right? But everything is good. Everything is awesome. Spirit has my back. I feel completely unburdened, by all of those responsibilities. Not that you are moving necessarily to run away from responsibilities, but recognizing that those burdens are not yours to carry, and that grief does not have to be a motivating factor for you, right? And yeah, I think this message must have been at least as much for me as for anyone else. I really hope that resonated with you and that it gave you something to think about. For those of you who decide to follow through on your decision to move, good luck. I hope it turns out. And for those of you who feel like, you didn't feel good about this decision, and you're still feeling like maybe the time is not right for you, that's okay too, because ultimately Spirit has your back and sweet results await. You only know what is best for you. And maybe if you do wait a little bit longer to make this choice, you'll find more clarity. Maybe you'll find a better spot to move to, right? Maybe a better opportunity will present itself. So just really trust your own intuition about it. And yeah, I wish you all the best. I hope that resonated. And I'm Stephanie. Have a wonderful day.